It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hey, and welcome. This is Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A number of storylines emerging as the season gets into full swing. And coming right up, we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Oklahoma City Thunder at Chesapeake Energy Arena. Last outing for the Thunder, they won that game against the Hornets in Charlotte, feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they carry over some of that momentum. And no longer a secret weapon, Nikola Jokic. Kenny, for those who love great passing, he's something special to watch.
Yes, he is. Best playmaking big man at the 5 spot, period. I'm going to go out there. Playmaking. Surprises even his teammates with his passes at times.
Also, Kenny, dangerous shooter. Sees the game at a different level.
Yeah, he's good. No Jokic. No Jokic.
No Jokic.
It's like,
get it? No joke, no Jokic. Stock brokerage. He kills himself.
We have the Nuggets as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The Thunder enjoying this break from the road. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments, and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
And I think for Oklahoma City, that they've had a pretty decent start to the year, staying right within touch of the conference leaders.
And don't count on them going away anytime soon. I'll be surprised if they're not squarely in the playoff picture all season long.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Paul George has made a reputation as a dynamic two-way player. He said you can dominate a game in so many ways. That's always been my mindset. I just go out there and ball. Kevin, back to you.
Well, you love that versatility, DA. Thank you. There is no shortage of athleticism in this one. Both teams, Doris, can simply outrun you, rise above you. But now they face each other.
What's better than watching high flyers face off? Who is going to put down a poster dunk in transition? Who is going to be on the highlight reel on the GIF that you see over and over? Electric athleticism. Let's tip it up, Kevin.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Denver. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the pair inside. Murray and Harris, the guards. And it's Barton in at the 3. Now here's Murray. Over Westbrook. Murray, no good. And George kicks to Robertson. It's stolen by Harris. Deep 2 from Murray. That one a little long. Here's Robertson. 9 points last game. It's George on the wing. Shoots over Barton. Great touch on the 16-footer. George has got the first points of the night for the Thunder.
There's a rhythm with which Paul George plays the game of basketball. That pace is so important.
Murray kicks to Harris. And the pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Adams. The Nuggets with another miss.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
In the corner, George with it. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. George has got his second bucket.
But you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
To the inside. Here's Adams. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Well, Steven Adams is a guy who understands his role. He wants to play hard-nosed defense. He wants to score it anytime he's got a deep touch in the paint. Love his approach.
Murray kicks to Jokic. It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Westbrook. Count that one.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Wow, what a crafty player. Gets it done any way he has to.
Grant outside. To the wing on the left. Down low. Here's Adams. The shot, no good. Barton with some nice D. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. That shot off. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Now here is Harris. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. Poked loose. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
My goodness, is there anything better than watching Westbrook hammer it home? My goodness gracious, Russell.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. Jokic on top. Adams defending. Jokic, no good.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
Now, here's Grant. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Doris, I'm looking at Jeremy Grant, a second-round pick back in 2014 out of Syracuse. The Grant family has produced a number of NBA players. What do you think caused him to slip to the second round?
Well, Jeremy Grant was definitely a young man drafted on potential. Here we have a great athlete whose game is still sort of rounding its way out. He has gotten on the floor in the NBA because of his defense, his ability to run in transition, and I think on the offensive end, there are a number of areas he can improve on. He can become a knockdown mid-range shooter. He can get 8 to 10 points in transition or offensive rebounds. There's a lot to like here, Kevin.
And that one misses.
Well, I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
He hits the second from the line. Maybe it's no longer a surprise. A couple rookies, Doris, who we thought would take some time to develop, are already contributing.
It's no question about it, and more rookies are being asked to play a larger role in their particular teams. And I think what you have to be struck by is the fact that we're not talking about 21 and 22-year-old rookies anymore, Kevin. We're talking about guys that have very limited collegiate experience, and yet everyone wants an immediate return. And I think it's nothing more than a sign of the times. Guys are dreaming about the NBA from the time they first pick up a ball, and what we get is the result of that.
Murray, the pass to Harris. Millsap kicks to Murray. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Here's Robertson, guarded by Harris. And yes, it's good. Robertson's got his first bucket of the night.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Millsap passes to Murray. Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the boards. Steven Adams on top.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
So it's Denver now, down by 12. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by George. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
And so here's Denver following this.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
What I love about Russell Westbrook is his single-minded pursuit of a championship. But boy, you better bring your game if you're a member of the media. He wants good questions in an orderly fashion.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Robertson? He's averaging about 7 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Now here's Murray. He had a big outing in that Magic game as well. Dishes to Millsap. Back to Murray. They could use a bucket. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Russell Westbrook with plenty of accolades to his name, but all interview team, Dora is unlikely to be mentioned there.
Kev, I wouldn't call him loquacious in the postgame. He lets his play do the talking, certainly. And Kevin, that speaks volumes in and of itself.
Here's Barton. Paul George making his last shot. Barton finds Harris. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And really the difference maker on that night, it's their ability to knock down shots from beyond.
Well, I think, Greg, that's where basketball has shifted, right? The 3-ball is so important nowadays, and they completely took advantage of it.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Robertson. Trey Lyles checked in for Denver. Hernan Gomez comes in for Will Barton. Wide open look here for Murray, and another miss by Denver.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And guys, it's working.
Oh, no doubt. I think they've controlled the paint. They've used their size and strength to get off any shot they want. He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
George double team, and there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That's his first foul for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Patterson comes in for Grant, and it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Plumlee, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Malik Beasley comes in for Harris. Here's George. He's coming off a 28-point game against Charlotte. Here's Noel, and a missed layup.
He does the hard part, gets through the defense all the way to the rim. I thought the finish would be the easy part.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Felton. The Nuggets getting the bucket. George double teamed. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Beasley.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Paul George. 4th in steals, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. Off the inbound pass, and it's good on the layup. George has got 12.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Plumlee, and he gets it to go.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The Thunder leading by 20. Schroeder kicks to George. Here's Patterson. Got a hand on it. They get it back. No one near Felton as he lets it go. Wide open shot is on the money.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Lyles. Murray against Schroeder. Back to Hernan-Gomez. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. The pass to Lyles. Takes a 3. Murray, no good.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
Pass to Felton. Beasley with the steal. Murray against Schroeder. Murray kicks to Beasley. Pass to Lyles. In the corner, Murray with it. Offline with his 3.
Struggling to make shots this quarter and making it hard to catch up.
Shot from 16. Felton can't get it to go.
Now, great look on that. Just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Now, here's Lyles. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The Nuggets with another miss. And so it's Felton who will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Kicks it to Patterson. Back to Felton. 4 on the clock. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Now Lyles. He dishes it to Murray. Beasley outside. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Felton against Beasley. Now the feed to George. Schroeder looking around. Clock at 6. Passes to George. From deep three-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Denver making a switch here. Craig's checked in. Denver's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Beasley, the pass to Lyles. Noel against Plumlee. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the rejection by Noel.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Got that one up quick. 15 points for George.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
Beasley outside. Craig. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a three on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Now here's Noel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And here's Beasley. And there's the pass to Lyles. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for two.
Two shots.
Free throws good, Lyles. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. 1 second left. No good that time. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll return shortly. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Plumlee.
Shooting two.
Beasley is out there with Lyles. And it's Craig in at the 2. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, "The drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better, and it's gotten me this far." Kevin?
He is a true professional. David, thank you. Beasley hits them both. So much of being a scorer is finding ways to get open without the ball, Doris, and there are a lot of guys that do that very well in the league right now.
Well, you think back to guys like Ray Allen, who have retired in the last 5 to 6 years. He was one of the all-time bests. You think back to the Detroit Pistons teams and Rip Hamilton. They set the stage for today's generation. Guys like Klay Thompson and Kyle Korver, who are relentless in their motion and sometimes do it randomly. Outside of the context of the offense, they're just, because they've done it so often, the kind of movement they create puts tremendous stress on your defense.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Plumlee trying to break loose. No good from Beasley.
Well, it looks like he's going to get the easy 2 points, but the defense recovers just in time to effect it.
Pass to Schroeder. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Right side, Felton. 5 to shoot. Beasley against Felton. To the middle. Lyles inside. He's covered by Felton. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Friday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town.
And you know, for that Pistons game, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Outside, George. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
I don't think any of us can forget that broken leg Paul George suffered playing for the United States national team in 2014. But what a joy, guys, to see him back and playing at an elite level.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Patterson. And it's Andre Robertson in for Raymond Felton.
One shot behind the lanes.
Free throw good, Paul George. And Doris, you go back to the injury for Paul George. Some moments where you question whether he'd be the same player. Do you think, in your opinion, that factored into his decision to leave Indiana in search of a more competitive situation?
You know what, Kevin? I'm not sure if the injury played a part, but we know unequivocally because Paul George stated it. He wants his legacy to be about winning. And because those peak years for a star player can be fleeting, you have to appreciate the pursuit of just that.
And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
And he makes the first. For the Thunder, Jeremy Grant comes in for Nerlens Noel. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for George. And a switcher also for Denver. Harris is checked in for Malik Beasley. Schroeder hits them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Millsap finds Harris over Westbrook. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Grant. He's got 7. Right side, Westbrook. Good work defensively by Millsap.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
Here's Millsap. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Harris's shot is off. Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Grant kicks it over to Schroeder. Outside Westbrook. Puts it up from 15. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
Typically, the better they know each other, the more competitive they become. And expect this first meeting to be extremely spirited.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Well, Doris, at times out there, things get a little heated. Some people feel like the whistle's being blown too quickly on some of these technical fouls. What do you think?
I would actually completely disagree, Kevin. I think there are certain players who are given far too much latitude and others for whom the whistle does come too quickly. So I think it would be better and more helpful to the officials, the teams, and also the fans to understand what is and what does cross a line. Because to me, there's no consistency. There's a lot of confusion. And I think it works both ways. Sometimes too long of a leash, sometimes too short.
Excellent appraisal. And 6'7" swingman Andre Robertson out of the University of Colorado, one of the league's premier defensive specialists.
And Kevin, there's a reason he started for most of his career, and it has nothing to do with his shooting. Now returning from that ruptured patella tendon, will he regain that elite defensive form? Only time will tell.
That one is off.
Well, an elite perimeter defender, Andre Robertson uses that impressive length to bother players. What a solid role player this guy has become.
Second free throw, no good. Nuggets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Harris trying to get free. Craig can't get it to go. Outside Westbrook. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap with great hands and the anticipation there to block the shot.
Craig kicks to Barton. Knocked loose. Here's Robertson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going for George.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around as his energy is contagious out there right now.
No good on the free throw.
And with their struggles at the line this quarter, that free throw percentage has dropped down to about 55%. That's not going to get it done.
He hits the second from the line. Now here's Barton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. He kicks it to Millsap. The dish to Harris. Barton outside. Just 5 to shoot. To halt the run, Harris misses. The Thunder have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Westbrook. Barton with the rebound.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Poked away. Jokic passes to Barton. Harris's shot is good.
I'll tell you, it takes fantastic vision and flawless timing to produce an assist like that.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Now here's Westbrook. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Charlotte. Robertson kicks to Westbrook. Good defense by Jokic.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Barton surveying the floor. Jokic with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Orlando.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by Jokic. Adams finds Grant. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Harris against Westbrook. Harris passes to Jokic. Here's Barton. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Now, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Now here's Schroeder. 17 points in his last outing. And so here's Denver. Here's Craig. Shot from free throw range. That one wide left. The Thunder have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And the call up against Jokic. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Thunder have taken 10 shots from the free throw line up to this point and made 6 of them.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from Schroeder. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for the Nuggets. He's perfect from the line this time. The G League, Doris, growing roster of teams, introduced two-way contracts last season. Is it safe to call it an official minor league at this point, do you think?
Well, I'm just going to say that I thought this was one of the best changes to the NBA last season. And you look at certain players who went back and forth between the G League, and when they were up with the respective NBA team, they were a significant part of the rotation. Quinn Cook comes to mind. The NBA champion had a two-way player in Quinn Cook who was a vital part of their G League and then becomes a vital part of their real-time success. To me, what a tremendous platform for player development, Kevin.
The league has gotten it right with this.
And you have to admire his focus. Not a good matchup for him in terms of size differential.
No, but that play is about his will, right? He won't back down from the big man. He's going to take it right to him.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Grant outside. Murray against Westbrook. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Misses the 3.
Boy, all sorts of space around him. If he can't hit those, the defense not going to worry too much about him.
Here's Craig. He's guarded by Schroeder. Pass to Harris. And here's Jokic. 4 on the shot clock. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And it's 9 points for Jokic.
Yeah, I thought he was rushing his shot early on, but not here in the second quarter.
Schroeder kicks to Robertson. And the dunk by Robertson.
How about the long strides on his way to the cup? Andre Robertson sees the lane and takes it.
Denver's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Now here's Murray. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Harris, no good.
Boy, he hasn't given them much of anything tonight. He's got to look for his own shot a little less and keep the ball moving.
And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul of the game. In the bonus, we'll go to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw, no good.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Patterson comes in for Jeremy Grant. George is checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Murray against Felton. Murray kicks to Plumlee. Now here's Murray. He's tightly guarded. No good that time. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Noel. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
How about that show of strength from Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
Beasley, the pass to Lyles. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Murray. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
One shot, gentlemen.
And the free throw, no good.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Yep, it counts.
I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
And stolen by Noel. Left side, George. Kicks to Patterson. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Boy, certain guys, it's just a rough season, right? For Nerlens Noel last year, that was the case. Couldn't get any consistent playing time. And after looking to be finally on the rise, he takes a step back in his development. It's got to be tough.
Now Beasley following Patrick Patterson's three-point attempt. And the shot goes in. Beasley's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
And Noel kicks to George. Back to Noel. Dishes it to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Denver's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. Murray, good.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with it.
Now here's Felton. 9-point game his last outing. In the corner, it's Patterson. Murray against George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Patterson. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Raymond Felton.
And can't get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
For Denver, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Murray nails both of them. The Thunder leading by 21. Here's Robertson. He's got 9. Five on the clock. Passes it to George. Over Hernan Gomez. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 22 points, 2 assists, and also 3 steals. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
When Paul George plays with high energy, he goes to a level others can't reach. He defends 4 and 5 positions. On the other end, it's effortless for him to create good looks. One of the most intriguing players to watch when he's on his game.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
I think you can look to specifically the patience and the shot creation. Really solid effort.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Robertson and George fill out the wings. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Well, you love when Steven Adams shows his strength. Even with the defense in his grill, he finds a way to score.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
One shot.
And that one misses. Denver shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Harris's shot is good. The Thunder leading by 21. Westbrook kicks to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, Russell Westbrook has excelled at being a facilitator. You love when he's focused on making his teammates better.
Harris outside. Back to Murray. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And a quick look at the numbers for Barton. He's putting up 9 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
That one good for 2. Barton's got his first points in this one.
Check out that assist. You can tell a player who's seeing the whole floor very well.
The pass to Grant. He can't get that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Millsap. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Robertson finds George. Grant up top. Millsap covering. And it's sent back by Jokic. Murray for 3. Another 3 for Denver.
Great beginning to this second half. Now 3 for 4 from the field.
Oklahoma City leading by 18. Bounce pass from Westbrook. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Westbrook drives in, and he makes good on the layup. Westbrook's got his third basket of the night right there.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
To the paint, stolen by Grant. And George kicks to Westbrook. Looking for Adams, he gets it there. He can't hit that time.
And really, they had the play all set up there, and it just breaks down.
I can't believe they didn't pull that one off. Everything seemed there. They've got to be upset with themselves.
Harris looking it over. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Adams. Murray against Westbrook. He feeds it to George. Shoots over Barton. The shot by George, no good. The Nuggets trail by 20. Barton outside. Pass to Murray. With some arc, and the layup is good. Murray's got 16.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Left side, George. Shoots over Barton. The Thunder with another miss. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Harris dishes to Murray. It's Barton on the wing. Over George. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Thunder.
And they haven't been able to exploit the 3 from the corner. Maybe some better ball movement would help open the floor and get that shot into their arsenal.
And stolen by Murray. Left side, Harris. Jokic kicks to Barton. Back to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Millsap misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Robertson. He's got 9. On the wing, George. 6 on the shot clock. Good work there as it goes. George has got 24.
What you love about Paul George is if he understands he's got his game in rhythm, he's going to stay aggressive.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Paul George is so versatile, Doris. He could play in any system, don't you think?
Oh, I completely concur, Kevin. This is a man who can create offense with the ball in his hands. In a secondary role, we know he can be a knockdown shooter, and we're talking about an elite NBA defender. So any team in the league could use a player like PG.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Oklahoma City.
First personal foul.
Murray against Schroeder.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Schroeder. Now Barton. To the wing right side. Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. Schroeder comes with the double team. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Millsap. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, they don't waste any time on that inbound play. Very little the defense can do to react to that one.
And Paul Millsap, a four-time All-Star in Atlanta. Greg, as we know, he missed most of last season after left wrist surgery.
A big loss after just signing that mega contract with the Nuggets. I mean, he's a lot older than most of their core, but a great fit in their front court and obviously one heck of a player.
Shooting one.
On the free throw, no good.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. And here is Murray. He's got 16. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that had the most second chance points on the season. The Nuggets third, the Thunder in fourth.
You know, both of these teams really look to hammer the offensive glass on a nightly basis. So some commonalities between them. This should be a physical battle tonight.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. Now here's Westbrook. He has 6. Grant outside. Pass to Adams. He kicks it to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jokic.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And the Thunder making a change here. Noel's checked in. Lyles checked in for Denver. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Nuggets.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
The Nuggets have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
2.
That free throw good from Barton. Both free throws good from Barton. Oklahoma City leading by 19. Schroeder with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
I tell you, there's a tenacity to his driving ability that is almost awe-inspiring. Go ahead, Russell.
Schroeder against Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder. The first free throw is good for the Nuggets. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Hernangomez comes in for Will Barton, and it's Beasley in for Gary Harris. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Thunder leading by 19 points. Westbrook scanning the floor. Over Beasley. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Murray against Schroeder. Murray the pass to Beasley. Files kicks to Beasley. Clock at 6. Tries from 16. That one rolling around and rims out. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. And here's George for 3. Rebound by Murray.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Beasley against Westbrook. Hernangomez finds Beasley over Westbrook, and that one is good by Beasley. Beasley's got his second basket of the night. The Thunder leading by 19. Inside, here's George, and it's blocked. Here's Beasley. He has 6. Passes it to Hernangomez. Another 3 for Denver.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
The Nuggets trail by 18. Murray outside. Now Beasley. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. From 13, and Denver again with the bucket.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
The Thunder have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Beasley against Westbrook. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Westbrook's got 10 points here in the second half. Murray outside. Here's Wiles. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it's Schroeder missing.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Here's Westbrook. Excellent D there from Beasley. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They trail by 16. The three-pointer no good. The Thunder shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Here's Westbrook. It's the front of the rim and out. Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Murray kicks to Hernangomez. It's stolen by Adams. Now here's George. Hernangomez covering. Schroeder passes to Adams. Westbrook against Beasley. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season, Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, what you love about Russell Westbrook, yes, he can give you a triple-double every night. But what I love more is the passion and the fact that he gives it to you every single night he plays.
Murray, the pass to Plumlee. Beasley outside. Goes back up. George with the defensive effort.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, that's about timing and precision and knowing for Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Murray. 22 points for him. They get a hand on it. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. The pass to Patterson. Off target from outside. The Nuggets trail by 20. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one is good by Beasley.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Now, here's Westbrook. 16 points for him. Kicks to Felton. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. And so it's Oklahoma City feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Nuggets trail by 17. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Denver, Lyles out there with Plumlee. Then there's Murray. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward. So it's the Thunder now, after the Nuggets pick up 2. Here's Robertson. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That's foul number 2 for him for the Nuggets. Millsap comes in for Plumlee, and Harris subbed in for Juan Hernan-Gomez.
Gary Harris.
Westbrook against Murray. A baseline J, 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Harris kicks to Lyles. Harris inside. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Felton can't get it to go.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And here's Westbrook after Gary Harris made that last 3-pointer. Grant kicks to Felton. Just 5 on the clock. Knocked away. It's stolen by Harris. Felton against Barton. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 5. Knocked loose. The Thunder leading by 14. Down low, Westbrook. Good. And a nice assist from Felton. Felton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Barton outside. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Jokic has checked in for Trey Lyles.
Second personal foul. In for the Nuggets, Nikola Jokic.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That's his 1st foul.
That's his 1st personal foul.
Murray against Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harris. Knocked away.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Robertson. Barton defending. Robertson can't hit.
Well, the offense got him the ball in exactly the position they wanted. That's just better defense.
And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Tuesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
The Nuggets trail by 16. Murray left side. Pass to Harris. Back to Murray. From deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Thunder leading by 16. Here's Westbrook. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, the craftiness of Russell Westbrook down low. This guy excels at drawing contact close to the basket.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Paul George comes in for Raymond Felton. And the second free throw, good.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
George against Barton. Feeds it to Millsap. Over Grant. The Nuggets with another miss.
The fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Millsap trying to get open, and it's in there. The Thunder leading by 17. On the wing, George. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Harris. Murray against Westbrook. Murray, good. Murray's got 24 points. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Robertson finds George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And Murray, here we go. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 15 here tonight. George looking around. Here's Robertson. Barton defending. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Westbrook. Cans it from downtown. He's got 24.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Westbrook against Murray. To the inside. And Jokic slams it in.
I'll tell you, the feed puts him in prime position to convert. The assist was where it needed to be.
Passes it to Robertson. It's George on the wing. Back to Robertson. Grant outside. The shot missing. Now Denver takes it the other way. Barton outside. Jokic on top. Denver passing it around. Picked him clean. And here's Westbrook. He kicks it to Grant. To the middle. Here's Adams. Jokic with the steal. Murray outside. Tipped away. Millsap passes it to Murray. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his third foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Dennis Schroeder.
And Denver has possession. It's an 18-point game. 6 on the shot clock.
Oklahoma City foul call. Andre Roberson.
And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
First one falls for him. And if you're making a list of the best young shooting guards in the league, Greg, I got to think that Gary Harris is on that list.
Absolutely. A two-way player, defends his tail off, and offensively, he can score at all 3 levels.
Here's Schroeder. Adams outside. Grant outside. Over Millsap. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Nuggets trail by 16. Murray for three. It's good from long range. Murray's got 27 points.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
And George kicks to Adams. Over to the left wing. There's the pass to Grant. 6 to shoot. And it's been a tough game for him offensively. Nuggets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. That's going to send Jamal Murray to the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Shooting 1.
Free throw good, Murray. Now here's Schroeder. Outside, George. Back to Schroeder. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Barton, wide open, he fires. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And here's George for three. Denver grabs the miss. Millsap's got his 5th rebound in this one. Murray kicks to Jokic. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Drops in the tray. Harris has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Denver. The Thunder leading by 7. Here's Robertson. Outside, George to stop the drought. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Robertson. Reverses. Schroeder dishes to George. 7-foot shot. And it's finished off inside by Schroeder. And the Thunder lead by 9. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Adams. Adams, some nice D. Oklahoma City's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And the call will be against Harris. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Jokic with the steal.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Barton finds Jokic. Shoots over Adams. Tries again. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws. The Thunder leading by 7. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Denver now. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Jokic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line for the Nuggets, Jokic. At the line for
2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, what a steady presence at the line. Whether it's a blowout or a tight game like this one, his stroke never varies.
Left side, George. Back to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
4th team foul.
Three shots. 3 shots.
So the first of 3 is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough miss as the second of 3 shots at the line missing. 1 to go. And so he's able to pick up 2 of 3 from the line. And it's a 7-point game. Denver's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Murray kicks to Jokic. Over Adams. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Right, perfect contest in that instance, Greg, making it really hard on the shooter to have any kind of space at all.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Jokic. The rebound by Grant.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Schroeder against Murray. It's Schroeder with the drive. Yes, that goes in. And now an 11-point Thunder lead.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Thunder.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Paul George.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, it really was. They wanted this home win badly, and they went out and took it.
Here's Schroeder. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his 4th personal foul. 5th team foul. Dennis Schroeder. Shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Schroeder. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Morris passes to Plumlee. Schroeder with the ball. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.